greens in the ground. I'm looking forward to them turnip greens myself. Yeah, I'm looking forward to these collards myself. I mean collards, turnips myself. Rotate device. Why do I gotta rotate my device? I don't want to rotate my device. What's going on, Terrence? How you doing this morning? It's beautiful Sunday morning. Hey, how's that camera looking to you, Terrence? It keeps telling me to rotate the device. I don't know if I need. Was wanting to do it in regular instead of horizontal, but I don't know. You doing great? It's sideways. Mm. I ain't really want to do it in horizontal, but I guess we have to. Y'all finna put some turnip greens and some collard greens in the ground. Now it's good. Okay. I just wanna keep from stressing. The thing inside my. First, I'm gonna put these turnip greens down this first row. I like to throw my turnip greens really heavy because I don't like them to get so big. If you give them a lot of space, that grow to be large. I like mine young and tender, like Nikki said. So I pray, I wait to see my face. It feels like heaven when I'm in your presence. Got a little rain last night. Don't seem like much, but hey, we ain't got much rain in the last month, so anything is a blessing. Present. That middle row, I think I'm gonna put. No, I'm gonna put that middle row. I'm gonna go ahead and put these Georgia collards off in here. I was gonna put garlic in the middle and Georgia collards on the end, but I don't sow many Georgia collards. I just like to mix them. I don't know if that's just a Tennessee thing or what, but to us, turnip greens, we like turnip greens better. When I'm in your presence. pocket. I always keep two phones. One recording, one I can listen to music on. I just redid this bed. All I did was work it over, put some more compost in it. That's where the strawberries were. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. I appreciate it, Terrence. Know me is to love me, 'cause at times I can be misunderstood. There'll be good days and bad days, like the preacher said it would. I'm looking rough this morning. I ain't shaved or nothing. Try loving me. Let me turn this. Try loving me. Look at my baby though. Come on over here. I'm so proud of this Myers lemon. This girl's 4 years old. Died back twice since I had her, and she's still just putting on so much. It's unreal. Proud of that thing. Garden is great. Hardy Miles, G Mama Grows. How you doing? Oh, your song. Let me see. God is good all the time. Even though when we going through our thing, the analytic gardener. Easy. Take this off of my face. Okay. Okay. Flip it back over. Still waiting. Still waiting. You can see them swelling. But I'm still waiting on them figs to come in. Lash's Journey, the analytic gardener. I appreciate y'all coming. Still waiting on them figs to come in. You see, they swelling. They getting big, but so far, this is brown turkey. So far, nothing. She hasn't given me none yet. But she got so many on her. It's unreal. Finally getting my little immature that I got last year. This is Ashia Green. I don't know if y'all remember when I got her last year or not, but she is trying to put off a little figs, starting to try to put out some figs now. And that's amazing because last year when I got her, she was small. She was small, small. This little yellow long neck here, it was small, small when I got it. This Panage Tiger, this is one of the fastest growing figs I ever seen. And I thought it was an LSU purple, but this Panage Tiger, she's a grower. She's a grower. And she's in the ground. If she was in pots, If she was in a pot, she would already have figs all over her, but she's in the ground. So she's just putting out a bunch of roots. My earliest fig is usually this Italian. It's usually this Olympian. This Olympian here. But she just now putting out figs. But I think it's because where I got her at. So I got her in the back, and it's trees all up above here. Trees everywhere. So this area gets a lot of shade. A lot of shade. I'm thinking that's one of the reasons it's doing that. Have got me some started AG born Jamaican. Have started some cabbage. I had some cauliflower in this one, and it come up sprouted good. And then I don't know if the heat killed it or something ate it, but some they gone now. Had to resow some. First year growing cauliflower, so first year growing cauliflower, so yeah, we trying that. Y'all best life. What's going on, family? Okra, look at them okra flowers. Okra flowers are beautiful. Beautiful. Why? Because they part of the hibiscus family. Still trying to learn this. They part of the hibiscus family. So yeah, they are beautiful. The okra are giving like crazy now. This one right here, it's putting off a lot of offshoots. And it's putting off a lot of okra. Got one other one over here. Only 2 okra plants. It's giving a lot too. Finally, finally, getting some nice sized melons. You can see that one right there or not, but it's right there hiding. That's a Florida giant. Over here, we got some Georgia rattlesnakes. We got all kind of Georgia rattlesnakes coming in now. And this is just one melon area. Got 2 or 3 other melon areas. So yeah, I don't know why my melon's been in the ground for a while, but they just now really taking off. I was getting a lot of male flowers for the longest. William Hart, I was getting a lot of male flowers for a long time. Still getting a lot of cayenne peppers. Still getting a lot of cayenne peppers. Yeah, we ain't been getting that much rain. That poor blueberry bush right there is struggling. Look at it. It's putting on a lot of new growth too at the top. But that part right there look like it might be a goner. That's sad. Put in all this work. It's just for stuff to die. You die, I kill you. Still getting a lot of tomatoes. Keith, what's going on, Keith? How you doing this morning? Filling this raised bed. This is my how I fill my raised beds. See that? Banana leaves, comfrey, You said male plants. I thought it was him. No, I'm talking about the male flowers that get on your watermelons. Yeah, you see, that's how I feel my raised beds for the most part. I use a lot of my comfrey and banana leaves. TWP, what's going on? What's poppin'? Loving me, loving me ain't. I heard loving me ain't easy. Uh, no it ain't. You see, all the weeds is coming up around the strawberries. All them weeds. That's my low part. I just cut that comfort back to use that. That's one of my composting bins. I think wherever your garden is, you should have a bin there that you can put weeds and stuff in, or just so you don't have to walk all the way back to your compost. I got them spread around a couple places. Some rosemary, strawberries, and oregano is just taking over this area, but along with Bermuda grass. Bermuda grass is my nemesis. And I just put it them chives right there, trying to make that like my little secondary herb kitchen garden. Of course, behind these grapevines, I got grapevines for days. That's right there. That's the blue Concord. That's a Niagara. The next one is Carlos Muscadine, and so forth, so forth. These is my Musubaju bananas. And I put this little dwarf Cavendish right here, and you see right there, that's that Alberta peach, 6 years in the ground. You need muscadine vines for days, yeah. That Carlos muscadine, all he want to do is produce. And I snapped mine. Beginning of spring. I stepped on it. I think I broke it. And it's already grown back and trying to put on muscadine. Yeah, that's Alberta. That right there is that Bella, Georgia, along with oregano beneath that one. And then if I can get this tripod set right, pan back around. This is really my banana circle. I think it's three varieties right here. The Musul Cuminatus. The big ones right there is Carolina King. Them little ones right there is a Dwarf Cavendish. And you can see pineapple guava. I thought it was flowering, but now I think it's just fruit buds. It's my other melon bed. Got Georgia rattlesnakes, since a couple varieties in here. Well, I think three, maybe three varieties. That's a Georgia rattlesnake there. Bigger one right there, if you can see it. Put this tripod back. Put this big one right here. We got a few over here. We got one bigger. Got about I don't know, it might be about 15 pounds right now. Florida Giant up around the corner. And up above that, you see I got comfort for days. Comfort for days. I think about 5 roots of comfrey, maybe 6 years ago. And man, I just been spreading it around. I got comfort everywhere. And that's a Violet de Bordeaux. It's got all kind of figs on it too. Starting a new fig row. I'm trying to hold my coffee in one hand, this gimbal and it's stand in one hand. Doing a lot. It's hard area to get into. Everything overgrown over here. I'll tell you one of the most productive, reliable figs since I had it that gives every year since I had it. And that's that Italian honey. It's a honey fig, but they're delicious. To me, them and white Marcellus about the same. Just to me. That's just my opinion. But I have both. I have this Italian honey, but my white Marcella, it don't give it don't give as many figs as this Italian honey. Actually, I only got figs off of that white Marcellus one time. It's not even producing this year either. Texas Everbearing, it's going on its second year in the ground here, and I had one before then. Something dug it up, and something tried to dig this one up. So now that's why I got all the center blocks around the base of this. So won't nothing kill it, cause something digs up in Texas Everbearing for some reason. But it's got plenty of figs on it too, and it died all the way back to the ground. I thought I didn't think it was gonna come back. It came back late, a whole lot later than all the rest of them. But it's giving figs. It's giving figs too. Just added a few more varieties of figs over here. Anyway, I'm gonna start this back. It's gonna be my fig row. This blackberry here, I'm moving that thing. I'm gonna side eye the Marcellus for you. Okay. Yeah. My white Marcellus is older than this Italian honey. I think I had it five years. It only gave me fruit once. Once. But stuff in the ground focus more on putting out roots than they do figs. When they in the pot, they're more confined, so they're most likely to fruit a lot more and a lot faster than stuff in the ground. You know, I love figs. I got figs everywhere. Just put Violet de Bordeaux there. That was that Fuyu persimmon. You see, it died back. I don't have no luck with Fuyu persimmons here. Get this thing flipped around right. I have no luck with Fuyu persimmons here. This is the second one I had. You can see, I don't know if you can see it or not, but the graft is here. So this is actually a root stock. So it's probably gonna end up being a more of an American persimmon. I don't really know what they rooted it on. Yeah, she needs to. She needs to figure out her purpose fast before I leave her. But no, she gonna keep being there, producing. I mean, in the ground. I don't care if she produces or not. I gotta have my figs. And that's a Florida giant right there. I appreciate it. Hands in the dirt. That's a Florida giant right there. I'm gonna sing your song, Ted. Yeah, you see some of my blueberries is looking good. Some of them's not. That one right there, it's taking a lot of, it's been really, really dry here. And I try not to water stuff in the ground. That's been in the ground for a while. But, son, get out of there. Get out of there. You know better. Hummingbird. About to take my head off. Butter Roll Boutique. Yeah, some stuff's taking damage. Growing with hustling. What's going on, family? And I start incorporating flowers and stuff into my garden. Perennials. I like perennials, man. I don't like resowing flowers and bulbs and stuff like that every year. So we grow more like roses, precious pieces. We grow more like roses, dwarf cannas. Them was my granddaughter's dwarf canna. She bought them, man. I say it's got to be 4 or 5 years ago, if not longer. And we had them up in the front, and they never did much at all. So when I started this area and I wanted some color to pop out and get some pollinators in here, I divided some of them dwarf cannas and I put them here. And man, they grow twice as tall as they did when we had them up there. I done divided them again. You see, they big and they draw in pollinators. They draw in hummingbirds for days. Hummingbirds love them dwarf cannas. The flowers on the comfrey, they love them flowers on that comfrey. And it's been so much debate about mixing hummingbird feed with sugar and all this. So I don't really. We got hummingbird feeders that we used to mix sugar water and stuff like that. So there was so much controversy about it, so we stopped doing that. So now they just barely coming around for the plants, the comfrey, the dwarf cannas. They can't get enough, and them hibiscus. They love them hibiscus. Roslyn, I appreciate you coming. I think that's the first time I seen you. But that's that turmeric. We're gonna see if we're gonna get some good turmeric. You know, it's the first time for me growing turmeric. Down there, it's that little low quad that I got from J3. And more comfrey. Elderberries. So many elderberries. I have to dig these up every year and sell them or give them away, repot them. Elderberries, never put them in the ground. You know, I got them all up there by that fence row. I got cactus up there by that fence row. Yeah, I try. Oh, got a shocker, boy. You know, my pink guava was flowering. Now my white guava, since I uppotted her, she's putting on flowers too. Swing this thing around. My white guava, she's putting on some flower buds now too. So she got jealous. If I can find them. I seen a couple set. Oh, can y'all see that? That's how guava flower buds look before they bloom. I'm more to find this morning. It was another set I seen on here somewhere. I'm thinking that's might gonna be one, but I'm not for sure. But the pink guava is putting on a lot. Of course, got a whole lot more. That's Olympian fig cuttings right there. Well, they already rooted now. Yeah, give a little tug on them. They don't come straight up. They rooted. That one might not be. Those I got some brown turkeys. I got some violet day Barbados. I'm waiting on that one Texas Everburn that I'm trying to get for Teasy to root good. If not, I'm just gonna have to send her some cuttings. But Mexican cream guava, Shawnee Moss still ain't flowered yet. Growing, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. far as flower, not yet. She beautiful though. Sue Miller, how you doing, Miss Miller? She beautiful, but she has no flower. I tried to do an air layer on her for broke, but it didn't take. So I tried to do a cutting. I'm still waiting to see if that's gonna take. It's beautiful. It's a lot different than my white and my pink guavas. But to me, still, my pink guava is the most beautiful out of all. I took this cutting off at a Black Michigan that I got in grounding. Well, I didn't take a cutting. I think the dogs ran over and actually broke a piece off. So I put that, just stuck it in the pot. And you see, it's already rooted, throwing off so much new growth. It's probably root bound by now, actually, to tell the truth. Because figs grow fast. And behind there is some blue Concord cuttings that I took. Just a yoga doing burpees in his basement. How you doing this morning? I'm taking this box out here. Taking this box out. You know, that's where I grew my sweet potatoes. That corn needs to come out. That corn needs to come out. Them peppers needs to come on out. But I thought I got all my sweet potatoes out there and I was digging, taking this soil out, and I found a lot more sweet potatoes. Found a lot more sweet potatoes. Strawberry bed is just overgrown, needs to be trimmed out. You can see all them dead leaves and stuff. They threw with strawberries for the year. All I'm gonna do is go in there and weed them, lay down some more mulch, and a little compost, and get ready for spring. Put them to bed for spring. But yeah, I got beans in so far. I got beans in so far. I've got now I got Georgia collops and turnip greens. What I'm waiting on mostly. Some turnip greens. Around me, that's what I like. Some turnip greens is amazing. And collard greens is, to me, they bitter. Take this big old hat off. Gotta keep hats on like this to keep them mosquitoes off of you. Them mosquitoes around here ain't no joke, especially out that little rain. Out that little rain, the mosquitoes ain't no joke. Just went over there and weeded over by my apples. Sun is bad up here. I may have broke Country Hustle 101. Good morning. Epinage Tiger and that sugar cane jujube almost 3 weeks ago, man. He still ain't got it yet. So it's probably done bit the dust. So I'll probably try to air him another. We had mosquito issue here in too. Yeah, the mosquitoes have been bad this year. And usually mosquitoes ain't too bad on me, but man, this year and last year, mosquitoes been wearing me out. I got bites everywhere. Bites everywhere. I don't know if I can see them all from here, but my precious pieces. I mean, crooked peach. Thank you for coming. Good morning, you too. But this is my pink guava, and she's got a juvenile on her right there, and she's got more flowers. Buzz is popping off, and I'm excited because this thing is just like the white guava. It's 4 years old, and I hadn't tasted guavas yet, but a couple years ago it did die back in the winter. So I'm thinking They probably would have fruited last year if it weren't for that. I hope everybody having a good Sunday. I'm just out here drinking me some coffee. Barbados Cherry is a fast grower too. I know I say it a lot, but it is. It's always flowering. Third time I had to up pot it. I got, I don't know, 10, 12 cherries off of it already. And it's, look, flowering everywhere. I have to keep up potting that thing because every time I turn around, it's got roots coming out the bottom of the pot. And then, mind you, I just got this thing in. Cruising is fun anytime. Happy Sunday to you too. I just got this thing in April. She went from like I don't know what size container it was I bought it in, but now it's in a 5 gallon. No, it's a 10 gallon. That's a 10 gallon container. So I ain't a fast grower. Bayou Sugar Garden. Still looking for an Orient pear. Haven't found one yet. That'll be the last variety I'm planning on getting for my pears. You know, 'cause I already got 4 already. I got the Kiefer Bartlett, Moon Glow, and pineapple. No more apples. I ain't buying no more apples. I got 9 varieties of apples, and that's enough. I'm done with them. I got that Honey Crisp. I got a Gala. I got Granny Smith. I got the Odom's apple that I grew from seed. I got a crab apple, a Red Delicious, Golden Delicious, Arkansas Black, and a Fuji that I just added this year. Plums, I got a 5-in-1 that got a golden plum on it. Uh, what's all on it? Golden plum, Medley plum, Santa Rosa plum. I forgot the other 2 varieties. But then I got another golden plum. I got a red nectarine, and I got an independent nectarine. As far as peaches, I got that Alberta, Bella, Georgia, and Red Haven that I bought last year. And cherries, you talk cherries, I got 3 cherry bushes. And they Nat King cherries, kind of sour cherry, but they flower twice. They flower twice throughout the year. I mean, throughout the season. They flower twice. The sun is terrible over here. Let's flip this thing back around. They flower twice throughout the season, so I mean, you're gonna get a lot of cherries to do a lot of canning with if you like, kind of like sour cherries, but they're kind of sour. And I got a Lamping cherry tree, which is a sweet cherry, and I got a bean cherry, which is sweet cherry. Both of them flowered this year, but they didn't neither one hang on. But the Lamping cherry is what this is just his 3rd year in the ground. No, it's the third or second. I think it might be third. Bean cherry just his second, and I pruned it back real heavy last fall. The Lamping cherry I pruned back too, but man, it just kept growing like crazy. Some trees just don't want to stop. Need cherry trees for sure. Yeah. Hey, it's just like that's why I grow so much different varieties of stuff because you never know. The apples might not do good, but you might get a lot of peaches. Peaches might not do good, but you might get a lot of apples or cherries or pears or plums or strawberries or raspberries or blackberries, gooseberries. I mean, grapes. There's always gonna be something. It's always gonna be something. If you grow a lot of food, you're gonna have a lot to put in the pantry for spring. I mean for fall and winter to get you through. And your citrus come through, and in the summer, I mean in the fall, when you need that vitamin C. Oh man, that's awesome. My kumquats is struggling, struggling. They putting on a lot of kumquats, but the leaves are yellowing, dropping off. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe because it was sitting in water, so I repotted it. Cause I don't like using 5 gallon buckets. I don't like using them for nothing. But I put them in 5 gallon buckets and they started struggling. I drilled all kind of holes in them, but they I don't know if they didn't like it. They didn't like it. So I took them back out and put them in original containers. So I'm thinking, hoping maybe they'll bounce back and start looking better. But they both still loaded. Both of them still got a bunch of kumquats on them, my Nagami and my Miwa. They both got still a lot of kumquats on them. I had to cut a bunch of Morris blood oranges off of my orange tree there because it had grubs in the pot. So you can see it's gonna fill back out, and it still got two oranges on it that we're gonna get to try for in the fall. So they're getting big and bright. So yeah, planes everywhere. Sunday morning, my ground stays so wet here until about, I don't know, I say 1, 2 o'clock before it dries up here. This ground here is soaking wet. We did get a little rain last night, sometimes during the night. Not much. We got a little, but this ground stays wet here just to dew. It holds so much dew throughout the day, and it can be blazing hot, but the ground's still soaking wet. You gotta wait 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon before you can mow the yard. That's the little pans in my areas I got. That's my strawberry bed, and my citrus, and got a banana over there, citrus and guava. And you got my figs, my little nursery area right out in front of it. That big barrel with that pot on top is where I keep my super juice. Grubs are beasts. Yeah, and you know what? I noticed they didn't come to them. We got them cicadas. After them cicadas left, I repotted my Morris blood orange because it looked like it was struggling. It was struggling. And I found, I don't know, man, it's like 6, 7 grubs off in the container. But I didn't put no wood chips over top of it. Every one of the containers that I repotted that had wood chips on top didn't have no grubs in it. The ones that just bare soil had grubs in it. But I got when I was digging holes to put, when I dig holes to put, when I put that dwarf everbearing in the ground, I found grubs there too. So that's my burn area. That's where I burn a lot of wood at. Yeah, that's right where some of the melons and the okra and turmeric is. That's tomatoes, blueberries, and grapevines. What temperature is out there now? Right now, I say I don't really know for sure. I think this morning it was 72, so it's probably about 84 by now. So that's my raised bed. That's how I feel my raised beds. Banana leaves, comfrey, and compost and soil over top of that. Yeah, that's how I feel my raised beds. Banana leaves, comfrey, that's gonna add a lot of potassium and phosphorus and some nitrogen, and that's gonna be good for them cabbage because that's what's gonna put there is like cabbage. far as tomatoes, a lot of them are still looking good. I only found so far, not well, they said don't say that, but so far, I only found one tomato hornworm this year so far. And you got the marigolds. I just use them basically for a trap crop to draw some insects away. Basil, they about the same, but we use a lot of that basil. We harvest a lot of that basil to use for dishes and basil powder. How do you like your that raised bed system? This aluminum here, that's the one I got from a TZ. So far, I ain't had good luck in that thing. I had it around front. Was starting some seeds in it, but it seems like most stuff struggle when I put them in there. I need to get out here and get some of these tomato plants cleaned up and propped back up because you can see some of them leaning over. We had some wind come through here too the other day. I had to put that netting up to keep the squirrels from eating my freaking tomatoes and the rabbits from eating my beans. They were tearing my beans up. First time I ever had a problem with rabbits eating beans. And as many rabbits my dogs done took out this year, I don't know how there's any left. My dogs done got a lot of rabbits this year. You thinking about getting a couple? They're good and convenient. I mean, this one, it's a nice size. I'm probably gonna put about, I don't know, about 4 good cabbage heads in it, and line the sides with some garlic, and maybe start some carrots in it too. I didn't have good luck with carrots this year either. Didn't have good luck on them germinating, and when the ones that did germinate, when they got ready, they weren't big at all because I don't do too much digging or tilling to my soil. So my soil is mostly first 6 inches, 7 inches is pretty good soil. I've been adding all these wood chips for over the years, but after that it kind of get rough. So we got some carrots, maybe 6 inches, something like that. Thinking about, well, I did add some carrots up here to one of these little raised beds that we keep up here. So maybe that'll help us out. Get some bigger sized carrots. Oh, I got that from Teasy. Trying to get this off his tripod. Yeah, I got that from Teasy. Yeah, Teasy cool people. I think she gave it to me, sent it to me because I was the first person that commented on one of her videos. This Violet Barbados, she puts out a lot of figs, but she puts them out a lot later. Yeah, but this that Carlos Muscadine. You know, I told you this. I snapped it at the beginning of the season, and look all the new growth. And this look, it's still trying to push out grapes. There ain't gonna be enough time, big fella. But when it's good and healthy, this thing is the most productive grapevine that I have. It puts out a lot of grapes. You really have to control it, boy. It goes crazy. Texas Evergreen is another winner. She will do some things. Educated natural. Thank you for coming. And look at the leaves on this Texas Evergreen. I know I ain't doing it no justice, but man, this thing is, the leaves is beautiful and they're huge. Italian honey, the texture is totally different. This is Italian honey. Oh, this is Italian honey. This is Texas Evergreen. Look at the leaf pattern. Look at the difference. It's just more, I don't know, the leaves on this Texas Evergreen is a lot more thicker than it seems like on most figs. But you can't beat that Italian honey as far as production. She is a producer. My little strawberry Verta, she finally starting to look pretty good, perk up. This is Ashia green, or green Ashia, however you want to call it. I just put this one here. Took a cutting off of mine and put it here. Starting a new fig row. It's that magnolia, little magnolia that I planted, the little bitty thing that I planted at the beginning of the season. Miss Patty, what's going on, Miss Patty? This is a red Lebanese. I need to get staked back up. I planted it was a little bitty cutting. It's a Ronde Bordeaux. And I put another LSU purple here. Of course, more bananas, just cause. Banana, Violet de Bordeaux. More bananas, all the blueberries. And cherry. That's a bean. That's lampions right there. More melons. There's some okra I need to harvest. More melons. Turmeric. There's some yellowing. I don't know when to harvest turmeric, so we'll see. First year growing that, we're gonna see. This okra plant here, this is an offshoot. That's what I call it, offshoot. And these okras putting on all kind of okras on the offshoots. And it's the spineless okra. Flowers are beautiful though. So it's hard. That's some good soil right there. When you got okras stalked is that thick, boy, that's awesome. Look at how thick that is. Now this one, same kind, come out the same pack of seeds. It just put up okra on one stalk. And that's how usually they do, just one stalk. But this one right here, for some reason, it just gone crazy. It's gone crazy. And I just picked okra off of this yesterday, and it's got so many now. And I don't even eat okra. Food forest permaculture. Howie, how you doing today? Stupid rabbit ate my bean down. Green bean, that one, and this one. I have to cover it. Cayenne peppers is putting out a lot. Harvest treatment before the fall. Okay, before the fall. I'm not getting near as many tomatoes as I got last year. It's probably the varieties I chose. The seeds I sowed, I put them out real early before we went to Savannah, Georgia, and we got some cold snaps, and it killed them back. So 40, 6 of these I purchased from a little guy down the road from me. He got his own greenhouse and he sells his seeds, and he sells, I think it was trays of 4 for like $1. Couldn't pass that up, but I'm not getting the production. Volunteers that still came up, but they're in the back and they're not growing as fast. So this is a pink Belgium. That's one of the varieties I always want to grow because they grow big, huge tomatoes, but they were so small, they just come up like a month ago. So far, nothing off of them yet. These right here are pink ladies. They put off a lot of tomatoes, but they slow going too. They slow going too. This year the best food I'm getting is from the volunteer tomatoes and eggplants. Yes, sir. I got one volunteer. San Marcelo's, I can't say it enough. I'll never grow these again. Never. Never. That is not a tomato for me. I don't like them. They too inconsistent. They split. They split way before they ripen. I don't know. They just take a lot of damage. I don't like them. I don't like them. They're not for me. Take y'all off that gimbal. Heck, I got y'all just in my hand. I ain't got my other tripod out here. But I don't know if y'all seen them flowers good, because I couldn't really see. But where's that white guava? Flowers, buds. They're hiding from me. I just saw them. Right there. That's what them flower buds look on. How they look on a white guava. How they look on guavas, period. One of my tomato plants is over 6 foot tall and has one tomato on it. Oh my God. That's crazy. And tomato plants grow like trees, but some of them don't even want to put off no tomatoes. Some of them just focus on growing. Might need to try to, that's a lot of nitrogen. Looking for more flower buds on this white guava. Thought I seen 2 or 3 sets of flower buds on here. So far, it's the only one I seen. Like, you can cut the plant back down to 2 feet until it comes back strong in the fall. Yeah, you can do that. I got a huge American persimmon up here. That thing drops so many persimmons every year, it's unreal. Yeah, I don't know, only thing broke. It's been almost 3 weeks since I sent that, so I don't know if he's gonna get that sugarcane jujube and then panache tiger now. So I might have to just, I got another sugarcane jujube right here. I can see that one. If you don't get it, I just have to reach you another panache tiger. These bananas right here, Carolina Kings, they get shaded, they don't get as much sun over here. Golden Delicious, another strawberry patch is taking over. It's a Celeste fig that I stuck here. I got figs everywhere. Arkansas Black, Friend, the Independent Nectarine. Red Haven Peach, Red Delicious, Arbor Day Crab Apple. Oh, I forgot my little dwarf wonderful pomegranate. That thing's beautiful. okra is taller than you. Boy, boy, boy. What is going on with the Odom apple? It's taking a lot of damage. What that is, she is sunshine. Y'all see me cut this lemon balm back. I can't wait to drop more tomato seeds because the homemade tomato sauce hit different for sure. Y'all see me cut this lemon balm back like a month ago. And look at it. Oregano too. 5-in-1 plum. Rose of Sharon. Can't have all fruit. Gotta have some pollinators. Rose of Sharon is beautiful. And then my two sugar cane jujubes. I got these things from cuttings last year. The 4 to 6 inch cuttings. And they're growing like crazy this year. I got 2 of them. Might have to add a different variety. And of course, more strawberries everywhere. Chives. Gooseberries. Gala apple. This little dwarf pomegranate is growing like crazy. See how it's gonna do this winter. But so far, it is looking delicious. The pomegranate cuttings I got from Juicing with Jay, they did not make it through the winter. I made some homemade. It was the last jar, and I almost bit my fingers off. Oh Lord, was that good? I almost bit your fingers off. Hey, it's been different this year, as far as the weather and all that stuff. It's been different. Stuff is so much drier this year. We got a lot of rain beginning of spring. All spring we got a lot of rain, and then for the last month and a half, 2 months, we ain't hardly got no rain at all. My little trifoliage orange. Yeah, I try. Most people say, "Oh, that stuff's too close." Sorry about that. There's a spider on me, boy. Yeah, it's been dry as heck. Most people say, "Man, you got all that stuff too close." So I don't care. I don't care. My chocolate mint. Look at all this Bermuda grass, man. That's one of my problems. Bermuda grass. Bermuda grass everywhere. Bermuda grass whoops chocolate mint. It keeps chocolate mint from spreading. It's got that one little patch. That whole patch was cleared out with nothing but chocolate mint. Now the Bermuda grass is just pretty much swamped it out. I'm gonna have to go in there and take all the Bermuda grass out so the chocolate mint can live. It's just like all my figs. They tell me I got all my figs planted too close together. So, I don't care. It's still gonna grow enough to give me figs. It's my little black Michigan. I planted last year. Only way to rid the grass is wood chips. Man, when I first started, let me tell you, and that's another way you know your ground is so depleted of nutrients. The amount of wood chips you put on and the fastest they break down. Because when I started this apple area, I started with at least, I don't know, about 8 inches of wood chips. 8 inches, cardboard everything down. You couldn't find a crack that a Bermuda grass can get through there. Put 8 inches of wood chips down. Compost. I buried all of my trees above on top of that cardboard with just wood and wood chips. All of them buried in wood chips and compost. I mean, wood chips and compost. And you can see it's Bermuda grass everywhere. Same as this area. I put landscape fabric down on this area. Landscape fabric all the way down this area. And I put wood chips. And I buried everything in the compost on top. And you can see all the Bermuda grass. And I added I don't. I keep adding to this area at least 3 or 4 inches of wood chips every year. And you can see Bermuda grass don't care, man. It don't care. It'll find some way to get through it. It's gonna find a weak spot in that landscape fabric, or it's just gonna grow over top of it. Yeah, I read wood chips my area every year, every year. Especially if I can find them. It's, my neighbors over here, I have to take my little gorilla cart. I ain't did nothing in a couple of months, but my neighbors over here, they got a lot of wood chips, and I've been going over and getting theirs because they don't use them. They said I can have them, so I've been using them. And I've been going over. I just redid this area, this whole area here, beginning of spring. Apple area redid beginning of spring, and it don't matter. I hadn't redid the banana shit. I need to get that redone. I go back in with more cardboard. Then I'll add some shredded leaves on top of that. Then I put wood chips down on top of that. Yeah, see, this is my pineapple guava. That's what I was hoping. I was like, man, I hope them is flower buds, but I think maybe just be leaf buds. I think it's going on their 3rd year in the ground. Love my figs, so I got the total stuck right here. Another pineapple guava. And it's a little lemon guava. I didn't need to move. It was a little bitty thing last year. It died back, but it's coming back. It's looking good. You can see the Bermuda grass coming all up through there. It's always Bermuda grass around here. It's the wife, Rosa Sharon. It's beautiful. I took about 8 or 9 suckers off of that last year and got them planted up there in the back area. I call it my little nursery area. I get rid of them. Rose garden. Rose garden. We got some dwarf cannas over there and hummingbird vines. Hummingbird vines. I think them hummingbird vines. And our bananas up here by the house. More roses. Uh, dinner plate hibiscus. I don't know what you call them things. I don't forget. Them black irises. Balloon plant, that's what she called them. I don't know the real name. I think she said them was daffodils. I'm not for sure. I forgot. My butterfly bush, I don't know what happened to it. It was looking good till we started getting rain, then it just went down. Forgot what you call them things too. I call them pitcher plants. I said dinner plate hibiscus, I don't know if it's cranberry or crimson. We always call them crimson. I don't know if them the cranberry ones y'all be talking about or not. We always call them crimson. We don't use them. Didn't know you could use them. But look, if you notice your okra flower buds and you look at that hibiscus, you see, yeah, they related. They're beautiful though. They're beautiful. But I don't know if them ones y'all use to make tea, we always call them crimson, but I seen y'all call them cranberry hibiscus. I don't know if them the same thing or not. This thing grows back every year. It's a perennial. It dies back, but it grows back every year. And some black flies or some tears these things up every year. They love them. And a little climbing rose. Calm down. You better stop that digging, boy. I don't know what's wrong with you. It's my key for pear. That middle spot right there, I'm saving. That's where I want my Orient pear to go, because that'll be the last pear I want to get. It's an Orient pear. I'm going to put that there. You go up here on the deck, you can see these King Guava a little bit better. Had to move this up here because it's top heavy. I just repotted it and all that wind kept knocking it over. It's the pink guava. It's a juvenile. First guava I got, pink guava. This pink guava was the first guava I had. Pink guava, then I got the white guava, then I got them pineapple guavas, then a lemon guava, then I got that Mexican cream guava this year. This is Morris blood orange now. After all the I cut off all that fruit, left two, and now it's done flush back out with all this new growth, holding on to them two, they getting larger. So we get to try them this year. A close up of all them blooms of that Barbados Cherry. Quit it! I gotta keep hollering at y'all. Better calm down. We've been out here too long. It's time for y'all to go in the house. The soil is made in layers. Green layer, brown layer, green, brown, green, brown. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I even put potash out. I put potash around my bananas. Try to put some more phosphorus on them. Because, bananas love that phosphorus. Yeah, I appreciate y'all coming. I'm going to get off here. I've been on here an hour already. I appreciate y'all coming. Like I always say, God be for you. Who could be against you? No one. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all have a good day. Wood ash and biochar is awesome. Yeah, my nephew used to work at a place that used to have biochar. He brought me a 5-gallon bucket. I spread it around for a couple of years, mainly on my bananas, and they love it. This area right here where this greenhouse is, where a lot of these figs are, it used to be my burn pile area. Calm down. Get up there on the porch. Go, go, go. Stay, stay. But this area used to be where my burn pile used to be. And I used to burn a lot of wood here. And that's why I put my figs. Well, I had my citrus. What I tell you, boy? Get back up there on that porch. I didn't tell you to get down. Get back up there. Go. Go. Well, he want to test you. I had my citrus here first because I was hoping maybe my citrus would make it through the winter in here. But they didn't. So I pulled them up and I put all these figs here. First thing I did when I started this, I turned in some compost into that biochar. All that wood has been burned here for all years. I turned in some compost, some of my homemade compost, and I started layering it with wood chips and wood chips and wood chips on top of wood chips. Like I put like 12 layers of wood chips here, and then when that winter came, I actually layered on top of that with straw to try to insulate my citrus a little bit more, and it didn't work. So this soil is pretty rich here. That's why stuff grows so good off in here. Stuff grows great off in here. Actually, these figs, though, they love it. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm gonna get off here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming. And like I always say, if God be for you, who can be against you? No one. Y'all stay blessed.